make sure that us, the hopefully elect, be preserved, man, by doing the work, going out in the highways and byways, man. All right, pushing this work day in and day out, in season and out of season, you know, with long suffering, man. Because guess what? It's a reasonable service, man. It's to do the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Yep.
All right, because our righteousness is like filthy rags, man. Okay, keep going.
But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
But the seed of the wicked, it's all right, bro. First, the seed of the wicked, wisdom of Solomon. All right, when you go back to I believe the third verse, the third chapter, the last verse, I believe,
which is talking about the so-called white man, the seed of the wicked. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Malachi 1 and 4.
Hey, man.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them, who's the them? The Edomites, because it just said it.
White man.
The border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So he hates them forever.
Right.
He's angry against them forever.
And that's why they're going to be cut off forever. When you go into Obadiah, man, the nation of Edom is going to be cut off. There's no use of them after the 1,000 years of slavery, after they pay for what they done to the children of Israel. There's not going to be use of a so-called white man on the earth. They was created to be the wicked.
To be slaves.
To be slaves.
They're going to be slaves.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
They're the border of wickedness. The Most High literally created them to be adverse to the nation of Israel. That's the only purpose they serve. So even if you look at it on that level, the nation of Edom was created for us. Exactly. To chastise us. So after we in a rulership, after we in the kingdom, and we're going to be in those perfect bodies, what the hell use is there going to be of a so-called white man?
Just to be a slave, to serve the judgment, and
then that's it. And then, like I said, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. So, you know, going to Obadiah, they're going to be cut off, man, forever.
Get the fuck out, man. The so-called white man is going to be without an existence, man. You crackers are going to be dissolved. You're going to be put in that glass, man. All right? You're going to be dissolved, man.
I got a precept for you.
Yeah.
Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, man. All right? Ultimately, the 12 tribes of Israel. Keep going.
And the house of Joseph.
The house of Joseph. That's talking about the northern kingdom of Ephraim, all on down to Issachar. Keep going.
A flame.
A flame.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
The house of Esau for stubble, man. Now, when you burn up wood, right? How do you keep the wood burn? How do you? Hey, like the brother just mentioned, the house, man.
Of
the
Esau.
whole house of Esau, man.
The whole nation.
The whole nation, your whole seed line, man. You're gonna be a stubble, man. And what's gonna happen?
And they shall kindle in them and devour them.
And the day is talking about the elect. All right, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay, keep going.
And there shall not be any remaining.
There shall not be any remaining, man.
Of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Yeah, so for you niggas out there that suck, oh, Esau's gonna be living after 1,000 years. You niggas out of your friggin' mind, man. Bro, read that again, my Pusha.
Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
A fire, man. The house of Jacob is going to be a fire, man. All right, the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, the 144,000. All right, we're going to be a fire, man. All right, Lord willing, be these men right here that sitting beside me.
Lord willing.
Lord willing. All right, we are of the elect, man. Beginning with the apostles and elders of great millstone, man, who have labored for decades, man. All right, and have taught us this truth, man. Okay, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, keep going.
And the house of Joseph, a flame.
And Joseph, man, Ephraim. All right, on down, man, to Issachar, because Ephraim is the head tribe of the northern kingdom. Judah is the head tribe of the southern kingdom, man. Okay, a flame. They're going to be a flame, man. We are going to be a flame. A flame for who? Keep going.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
And the house of Esau. And who is Esau today? Esau is a so-called white man.
Yep.
All right. The so-called white Esau is a so-called white man, man.
Yep.
And Esau means he wasted away to eat.
His pigmentation.
He has no pigmentation, man. All right. And that is a curse. Okay.
That was put on
Cain. All right, keep going.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord, because you know whenever it says the word Lord in caps, that's talking about the God of Israel, Yahweh, have spoken it.
Yep. So you niggas out there, guess what? So you niggas out there that's saying Esau is gonna survive. Yo, give me Isaiah 55 and 11. You niggas, man. You niggas really believe that the words of the Heavenly Father is gonna go out war. But guess what? Let the scriptures speak, man. Read that, bro.
This is Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Yep.
It shall not return unto me void.
Yeah, the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which are these scriptures right here. All right, they shall not go void, man. All right, they're not gonna be, the words that he just spoken is just not gonna happen, man.
The prophecies.
Those are the prophecies. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. All right. The words of Yahweh through his son Yahushua will not go out void, man.
All the words written in this book.
Words written in this book, all right, they cannot go out void.
And it's going to happen.
And it's going to happen. As the brother just said, man, beautifully said. Thus say the scriptures, man.
And the Most High.
And the Most High. All right. Keep going.
But it shall accomplish that which I please.
Yeah, but it shall accomplish that which Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, please, man. All right. And look, what are some of those words right now? What are some of those words right now? Hurricanes. Look at the hurricanes. Look at the earthquakes in Mexico. those are some of the words, man.
I'm gonna read it.
So what the hell are you niggas? What the hell are you niggas talking about, man? What the hell are you niggards? Because really that's all you are. You are niggards, man. What are you talking about? Here it is, you got niggas saying, oh, this is the year of life. Nigga, are you out of your friggin' minds, man? How is this a year of life? The apostles, and that was a great millstone, the beginning of the Apostle of Horus, coined this a year of death, destruction, and diligence, man.
Yeah,
have you seen this?
Yeah, Yahweh Shai is coming to bring life. Lord willing, we're a part of elect.
Right.
That our names is written in the book of life.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, life is really good. It's going to be in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, we don't got a life now.
Yeah, this is hell. So what the fuck are you niggas talking about, man?
Yeah.
You niggards, man. That's really all you are. All right?
Could I make a quick point too? It said, it shall accomplish that which I please, right?
Yeah.
And when you go back to Malachi 1 and 4, it said the people who the Most High's indignation forever. So that's something that he pleases in. The Most High actually pleases in hating the Edomites, man.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what that's his pleasure. Because indignation is what? Righteous anger. So he's going to be pleased when the Edomites be destroyed, man, by the hands of his people, pursuing the Ezekiel, the 12th chapter. Is it 12 or I might be going now. When it said that he's going to put his fury on the nation Edom by the hands of his
25. 25.
You can finish. I'll get it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Read it on. It says, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it.
Yeah, man, the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it shall not go out void, and it shall surely come to pass, and it shall prosper in the things in which he sent it to, man. All right, and what are some of those things I'll be saying right now? The mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, man, / NFC system, man. Okay? Wars and rumors of wars, man. North Korea, in the US, Russia, China, Iran, Syria. All right? So you people, man, you people got it coming, man. You niggas out there got it coming, man. All right?
I got something real quick. This is part of the Lord's pleasure right here. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. So the Most High has a vengeance against the nation of Edom.
Yeah, which is so-called white race.
The so-called white race. He has a vengeance towards them. We read it in Malachi 1 and 4. He has an indignation forever toward these people. And he's going to lay his vengeance upon them by who? By the hand of his people Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why you see that one dude, I don't even know his name, honestly. I don't even want to try to pronounce it. That fucking rapper dude, he made he made a music video that he was hanging the little white boy in the thing. It's like a big controversy now and shit.
Why is that a
But you know, I'm using the point to show you that the Most High is gonna put his fury and his anger in his people, man. That dude was an Israelite. The dude that made that video was an Israelite. And the Most High is the one that put it in his spirit to make that YouTube video, to make that music video, where he actually took a little white boy and put him on a noose. Did you see it? And hung him up on the thing.
Quick precept for you.
Come.
2 Thessalonians 1:6.
Right.
Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
It's a righteous thing with the Most High. Meaning he has pleasure in that. He enjoys in that. He has delight when... Read it one more time.
2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Yeah, so when you recompense, meaning to repay, to pay back. Payback. Don't they say that in the world? Payback is sweet.
Payback is
it's like all these quotes exist except when it goes toward the so-called white man.
Yeah.
They say karma is a bitch. Payback is sweet, but when we say you have to pay for putting us in slavery for 500 plus years, for destroying our people as a nation, now all of a sudden all those rules go out the window. No, according to the scriptures, it's a righteous thing with the Most High to do that. So once again, going back to Ezekiel 25:14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
We don't even know how that's like. The Most High's anger, he's going to put it on us?
We don't even know. Because I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. Before I came into the truth, I didn't have as much anger towards that nation of people, even though I knew they did us wrong. But my understanding wasn't on a complete level according to the scriptures. Because when you go into the scriptures, you understand what? Romans 9:13, Malachi 1:3. The Most High said he hated Esau. He hates Esau.
You know what's crazy? The scriptures tell you the Most High said, my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Exactly.
So he's going to put his thoughts, how he feel about the Edomites in our spirit?
Yep.
Wow.
So that means you know, us brothers in the truth, we might be angry about the stuff that's going on. It vexes us every day.
Yeah.
But it's not even compared to the level how the Most High is vexed. Because the scriptures say he's angry with the wicked every day. He's angry with the wicked every day. So you got 1,000+ years of the Most High watching everything that's been going on the earth. And he's been angry every day since. We only been living, in this lifetime, we only been living for what, 20, 25, 30 years, and we got anger built up in us from being in the truth 5 to 10, whatever. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 3.
Not even close to a day to the Most High. Maybe
right,
like a couple of seconds maybe to the Most High.
Yep. But the Most High got anger built up for thousands of years, man. For days. Well, days in his time, right? Which is, but you see what I'm saying? That anger is built up, man. That he's gonna put all of that fury, he's gonna put all of that anger, he's gonna put that in the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. So you gotta. When the scriptures talk about the race wars, man, this is gonna be a historic race war. It's not gonna just be a regular, 20 people killed, or St. Louis or Ferguson. This is gonna be an epic, historic race war, man. That thousands of people are gonna possibly millions are gonna be put to death. Go ahead.
This is for you. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
That's it? That was verse 22?
That's 21. I'm going to read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
It says, rejoice and be glad. Yeah, break it down. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yeah, so we already explained who is the daughter of Edom. We already broke that down. The so-called white man is an Edomite. All right, and it's saying rejoice and be glad. Why? Because at this point in time, you the one that's got the cup and you dishing it out to the other nations, Like the scriptures say, they got the other nations drunk with their wine.
Yeah, but that cup is representing
slavery. Yeah, but it starts with the philosophy too, how the so-called white man did it. But that shit is going to turn around on you. Because what's the philosophy that's coming, these scriptures. This philosophy of the, that's crazy, right? The doctrine of this truth is destroying your kingdom, man. Because the scriptures say that the word of the Most High is sharper than a two-edged sword. So we bringing this word out first. This is destroying your kingdom first. And when it fully manifests, like the brother was saying, that cup is slavery. But right now, your kingdom is already fallen, man. The scripture said Babylon is fallen. This kingdom is already through. So right now, what you so-called white people should be doing is that you should be living it up. You should be rejoicing right now. Because as your kingdom is falling, you're going to fall with it. But right now, you're still in power. You still got a little bit of power left, you know?
And they're never, ever going to rise up again.
Exactly.
Ever.
Yeah, so you better get the bang for your buck, you know? And that's ironic because the fucking dollar is collapsing.
Yeah.
So you better get all the, max out your credit cards.
Yeah.
Go in debt,
you know what I'm saying?
Russia just dropped the
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. China too, and China and their allies.
And Venezuela.
And Venezuela.
Yeah,
Damn.
man, you crackers are finished.
They better hurry up and have a good time while they can.
Yep.
It says that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup and the land of Uz is talking about America.
Yeah.
All right. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yeah, you're gonna be drunken with slavery. And you're gonna be naked, which is symbolic, which is parabolic, but it's actually physical too. Because in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna be wearing rags, man. You so-called white people, you're not gonna get to enjoy the riches that you had on this side. That's why I said rejoice and be glad. Basically, live it up now while it's still there. Yep. Wear your Louis Vuitton, your Gucci, your Versace. Wear all of that shit. Get all of that. Get all of it. Yep. Because in the kingdom, you're gonna be wearing rags, man. Just like in the ancient, it might not even be wearing that, but just like in the ancient world, they said that the Edomites, when they was living in the caves, because you Edomites, you are the cavemen. When you read, they got all this history about cave people and stuff. You're the cave people. Caucasian. Yeah, Job the 30th chapter. Caucasian means cave dweller. Yeah. So there's documents that when you was in the caves, you used to wear your clothes until that shit disintegrated.
Neanderthals.
Yeah, Neanderthals. That shit used to actually fall apart because the scripture talk about how the moth, eats through the clothing. It corrupts like clothing and garments. Yeah. And they used to wear their clothing until that shit used to just basically fall off. Like it was just corrupted. And you're gonna go back to that state.
And that was the lowest part of like their history period. Because that's when they were the dirtiest. They didn't even have a language back then. They were grunting at each other.
Braying in the bushes and shit. Yep.
Their lifespan was from ages 20 to 40 when you do your research on the Neanderthals, for real. You know? Yeah. But they're going to be in an even lower state than that, though, in the kingdom. Because they're going to be living in the pit. They're not going to have no caves. They're not going to be able to roam around. They're going to be in a damn pit. You know?
They're going to be pissing on you. You're going to be torn bones in the fucking pits, man. You crackers going to be paying real hard, man.
We're going to torture them.
They're going to be plagued with all type of shit. Just like our people. We got all these diseases and shit. Nobody feels bad for us. They hear what we saying and they want to shake their head and shit. Oh, that sounds evil. But look at what the fuck is going on today. Look at how our people are living today. They got fucking AIDS, heart disease, heart attacks, strokes.
And who's
feeling bad? Birth control, not birth control, abortions, Planned Parenthood.
Yep.
Who's speaking up against that shit?
Nobody.
Are we saying it's gonna turn around on you so-called white people who are the cause of all of that?
Yep.
And that's evil all of a sudden. That's wicked, right?
Now we wrong. We the cause of the problem.
Yep.
Oh, we're racist. You're all racist.
Look at what they do. They kill each other. But who programmed them to kill each other like that?
Who's supplying them with weapons to kill each other like that? Who created the gun?
The drugs. Who brought the drugs into the hood?
Right.
The CIA, which is owned by who? The Edomites, the so-called white people.
The FBI,
Followed by the inspector.
Shit is crazy.
This is good.
That's why going back to the beginning, what we was going into, the 2/3, they're going to be destroyed because they can't even perceive that shit. Like the scriptures say, they see, but they can't even perceive. They see their people constantly fucking jacked up all the time, drinking all the time, on drugs. Wait, first of all, why are they on drugs? First of all, they'll say, oh, we drug dealers, right? Oh, these niggas is drug dealers. Yep. This is a weed man and shit. But why is he smoking so much fucking weed?
Where he get it from?
Where he get it from and why is he smoking it? Why does he resort to that? You know what I'm saying? Because he's in a fucked up predicament. Exactly. He's living in captivity.
Yep.
He got to see his woman walking around, sleeping with the so-called white man, his chief enemy.
Feminist, westernized woman. Women liberated.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
But then they be wondering, why is this shit that the way it is? Well, this shit is going to turn. The tables are going to turn.
Yep.
Oh, that's what the scriptures speak on. You know?
You done?
Nah, one more verse. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished. O daughter of Zion.
Yeah, the old daughter of Zion, that's our people. So our punishment of our iniquity, because the reason why we even going through this, when you get the understanding, is because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments.
And this is the last captivity.
Right. So it's accomplished, meaning, yeah, right. Us going off and doing what we've been doing, this is the last time that this is going to happen. After this, the so-called white man, which is the adversary of our nation, the enemy, he's going to go into slavery and he's going to be destroyed after 1,000 years. So we're not going to ever have a need to go back into captivity. We're never going to have a need to be on drugs and be fucking all fucked up anymore. The punishment of our iniquity is going to be accomplished after this slavery, after this captivity. This is the worst shit we ever been in.
Yeah.
This is the worst condition any people on the earth has ever been in. You see what I'm saying?
It says he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Yeah, he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
It's the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one.
End of the world.
Exactly. Beautiful.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
Ooh,
So now they're going to be visited because they've been getting away scot-free for these hundreds of years with doing what they've been doing. They go to every nation. See, it's not even only our people. We're going to only plead our cause because we don't give a fuck about the other nation. The Most High don't give a fuck about the other nations. But when you look at it in reality, the so-called white man, he been doing this to everybody.
Since the beginning
He
of time.
whitewashed Buddha. He whitewashed Ham with the Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? He whitewashed everything. He been putting everybody into slavery. He got everybody on drugs and drinking. It's not only our people. We got it the worst because this was our punishment for our iniquity. But now the so-called white man got to pay for his iniquity.
And his past life. As Cain,
Yep.
Cain was wicked. It
Yeah.
tells you, Cain, he was wicked. The serpent,
Yep.
And you get that mark left in it, man.
he has a lot to pay for even from his past life. Because the Most High, he don't just judge you just on this lifetime alone. That's why you got people, they born deformed. It's not a coincidence why they born deformed. Maybe they got like 2 heads, fucking 8 legs and shit.
One lung.
One lung and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's their judgment from the past life.
Yep.
It says he will discover thy sins.
Yeah, he would discover thy sins. Going back to Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the ways of Esau sought up? How is his ways sought? Can you just read it? Because I don't want to quote it wrong.
Obadiah verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Yeah, how are the ways of the so-called white man sought up? How is his hidden things sought out? By the way of the prophets, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't until the Abba Bivens really that started, unlocking all these mysteries, man, in the Bible. Who's the so-called white man? Who was the children of Israel? You know what I'm saying? The 12 tribes of Israel.
And that's prophecy in itself for Abba
Exactly.
Bivens.
When you go to Malachi, the 4th chapter.
And the 5th verse.
Right.
What did I get it?
Because basically we wouldn't have known none of this if it wasn't for,
Abba Bivens.
yeah, through the spirit of, and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. So the ways of Esau, his ways he's being sought out. His sins are being discovered. Basically, what we was going into the whole time, the Planned Parenthood, the democracy, the way he runs his government with the Republic and the Democratic, and the Republican Party. All of that shit, man. All of that, the Illuminati.
It's all tied up.
All of that is the sins of the so-called white man, because all of that shit was found in wickedness, man.
Yep.
The UN, NATO, all of that shit is just pure evil.
Yep.
It's all deception and lies. It's to deceive the people,
Yeah, no need the elect, because the scriptures tell you, if it were possible, then they shall,
deceive
if
the
it
very
were
elect.
possible, they should deceive the very elect, but they can't deceive the elect. All right, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Yahweh is the true name of the God of Israel, who the world ignorantly calls God, and then his son Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yahushua is supping with us. All right, the scriptures tell you in John the 10th chapter, the 27th verse to the 29th verse, all right, no man can pluck them out of Yahushua's hand, because these men, which is a part of the elect that you read about in Revelation the 7th chapter, all right, you cannot brainwash them, all right, because the Heavenly Father gave them to Yahushua, so you can't deceive them.
Yeah, and that's how they being sought up, because brothers are doing research on you. Now the internet is out. Now everything is out there already. So
They exposed.
yeah, they exposed. And shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they call themselves, a secret society and shit. Hey man, you're through already. It doesn't even matter if all these fucking peons don't know what the hell's going on. It don't even matter. Because once the elect is sealed, then that the end is coming. That's it. Yeah. So it really doesn't even matter if you people out there, you know, if you believe in this or not, or you think it's a conspiracy. You know how people do that, right? Romans
Amos?
3. Oh, Amos?
Oh, is it Amos or
Which
Romans?
one?
So if they don't believe,
Yeah, Romans 3 and 3. Yeah, that's another one,
well,
right?
that's 2 Corinthians. You get that though.
Because basically, it doesn't even matter, man. These people, you know, they say conspiracy theorists and shit. It don't matter because this world is crumbling right now as we speak. This world is crumbling right now as we reading these scriptures right now. The depth is counted, is just going up and up and up. The depth. North Korea is building more nuclear missiles and nobody can stop them. Who's stopping them?
Yeah, and then you got Trump, you know, man Trump, because it tells you in Proverbs 21:1, the heart of the king is in the Most High's hand.
Yep.
So the Most High is the one that's stirring everything up for his people. He's pleading the cause for his people.
That's right.
So you got the U.S., you know, they're trying to, you know, make threats against North Korea.
Yep.
They got North Korea going back and forth. Sooner or later, that tension is going to lead to actual, you know.
And that's prophecy in the Bible. That's World War III, the third war.
Yeah.
So I mean, all of this links up. It's plain, you know. It's plain. You wanted to read that?
Oh, the Romans?
No. We just read that.
He was reading Lamentations 4:22,
I
right?
think that was it, right? Finish it. Yeah.
That was it? Alright, this is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, because all these nations, they hate us. When we go into these stores, you know, they look at us, in particular, I'm talking about Moab and Ammon. All right, they say, hurry up and buy. They don't like us. They don't respect us. Who? Ishmael too. Yep. You know, hurry up and buy. You know, you going into their store, oh, you need help with something? They're not doing that to be generous. They're doing that because they want you to get the hell out the store. All right? Even if you sincere, you know, you have money to pay for something, they don't care about that. They look at you as a slave. They don't have no respect for you. They don't have no respect for your children. They don't have no respect for your women, your mother, your father. You know what I'm saying? Elam. And you go in certain Elamite shops, and by the way, the biblical Elamites are the East Indians. The Daheads. You know, the Devad Darcys, when you do your research on them. But anyways, when you go into their stores, certain times they don't even give you your change back. They don't have no respect for you. They look at you with a nasty look, like, oh man, what the fuck is he doing in our store? Why is he on the planet? The Edomites, we already know how they get down, because they're the nation that hate us the worst. You know?
And they don't even really have any stores. When was the last time you went into an Edomite store? They don't really got stores. They own everything. They don't have to be in the store behind the counter asking you, what do you need help? They fucking own all of this shit, man. Yeah. And that just goes to show you that they're the chief of our enemy, because they own everything, and they allowing these other nations to do that to us too. Yeah. So it's showing you that it's all a plot when you read Psalms the 83rd chapter. Can I get that? No, you don't gotta get it. When you read Psalms the 83rd chapter, it tells you how all these nations are plotted against our people, man. Yeah. And they had created a conspiracy against us. And that shit just sounds so hard to believe. Oh, why us? Because we so destroyed.
United Nations.
Yeah, United Nations. There you go. Yep, that's a perfect example.
Yeah, because we don't have no seat in the United Nations, you know. And then it says, which persecuted thee, and all these nations, they have persecuted us. All right, like the brother was mentioning in Psalms the 83rd chapter, the first enemy that it mentions is the so-called white man. All right, just look at the track record of the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, what they did to our people, beginning with the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, which is the northern tribe of Israel. All right, look at what they did to them, bringing them back to Spain, raping the men and the women and the children. You know what I'm saying? And then later down the line, the southern kingdom, which is the so-called Negroes, what they did to them, the butt breaking, you know, not having no regard to the old or young man or woman, raping the woman, feeding the children as alligator bait, not having no type of respect for us, even to this day, killing us out in the street and making it public. Like, yeah, we can get away with this. Nothing is going to happen. Nobody's going to come to your rescue.